Vice President Mike Pence says God speaks to him, but some call it mental illness. Oprah says God will speak to her if he wants her to run for president, and liberals cheer. We'll address the glaring double standard on this episode of Christ and Culture. Hi, everyone. I'm David Fiorazo. It's not just Joy Behar. Christianity is generally not tolerated in Hollywood and the entertainment industry. But is this the new normal? And what about the glaring double standards? In a recent interview with Ann Silvio, billionaire entrepreneur Oprah Winfrey said she hasn't heard God's call to run for president. Quote, "Because if God actually wanted me to run, wouldn't God kind of tell me?" she said. But on The View recently, disgruntled White House staffer Omarosa Manigault trashed Pence as an extreme Christian, who has conversations with Jesus. The View panel then mocked the VP's faith. Here's Joy Behar.
I don't know if I want that.
It's one thing to talk to Jesus. It's another thing when Jesus talks to you.
Exactly. Okay,
Well, one of the best responses I've heard so far was from Fox and Friends co-host Ainsley Earhart, a Christian herself. She said, referring to Behar, she doesn't know Christ. She doesn't know the joy and the love that he provides to so many people, and so it just made me feel sorry for her. Perspective, right? By the way, Pence didn't say he heard voices. He said what millions of us believe regarding our relationship with Jesus Christ and how God speaks to us in various ways. After claiming people in Indiana hate the VP, View co-host Sunny Hostin had this to say.
And I think when you have a Mike Pence that now sort of puts this religious veneer on things and calls people values voters, I think we're in a dangerous situation. Look, I'm Catholic. I'm a faithful person.
Dangerous? We're not talking about ISIS here. We're not talking about bomb threats, a viral outbreak, rape, a shooting rampage. These women are referring to the Christian faith. Mike Pence responded by saying it's just simply wrong for ABC to have a television program that expresses that kind of religious intolerance. Aside from religion, on previous episodes, Hostin referred to Pence as incompetent. And Whoopi Goldberg once compared Mike Pence to, ready? A member of the KKK who wanted to hang her on a tree. At least one person spoke up on The View. This time, conservative Meghan McCain said this.
And if you're a liberal, obviously you have certain problems with Mike Pence, obviously. Like, we see the world through very different veneers, but I think
very different indeed. Now, people do have some wrong ideas about what it means to be Christian. Joy Behar once said Oklahoma City bomber Timothy McVeigh was a Christian, right? And Goldberg once claimed Hitler was a Christian. Watch.
Christian Timothy McVeigh was a Christian. Just saying.
He was. Well, there have been a lot of horrifying.
Listen,
there have been a lot of monster Christians.
Yeah.
Hitler was a Christian.
Technically, I'm not so sure.
He didn't like the Catholics. Remember?
Sorry, ladies. Wrong on both counts. Franklin Graham weighed in, saying all believers should be alarmed by the anti-Christian rhetoric on The View. He said, quote, "For Joy Behar to say that all Christians are mentally ill is like suggesting we need to lock them up. We need to be taken out of society." If Joy Behar had said that about gays, feminists, Muslims, she'd probably be fired on the spot. See, often what happens when someone on the left doesn't understand something, especially spiritual things, they tend to attack or criticize what they don't know. Here's Mike Pence's original response.
But I'm not unusual. I think I'm a very typical American. Whatever your faith tradition, people understand that. But I just think it demonstrates how out of touch some in the mainstream media are with the faith and values of the American people, that you could have a major network like ABC permit a forum for invective against religion.
Out of touch is right. It's nice to finally have someone in the White House standing up for Christians, isn't it? Now, at the risk of stating the obvious, for centuries, millions of believers have claimed a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. He speaks to us in various ways, including through Scripture. Now, we shouldn't expect unbelievers to have biblical morals. They need the gospel. And ironically, they need to talk to Jesus and confess their sins. Here's some good news. Americans are not only calling out ABC over this, but thanks to the Media Research Center, over 25,000 calls have been made so far demanding an apology. But unless advertisers back out of sponsoring The View, I'm not holding my breath. Jesus said, "In this world you will have trouble, but take courage. I have overcome the world," in John 16:33. I'm David Fiorazo. God bless you and keep speaking the truth about things that matter. If you like outstanding videos, like the one you just saw, as one of the top Italian personalities on Freedom Project Media, I like this one of me. This is one of my best ones. Oh, I was just watching more great content on freedomproject.com. Go check them out.